Hello, everybody. Welcome to my quiet corner. Hope you're all having a great day. Today, I thought I would work on some background collage, some kind of papers for my journals and my collages that I'm working on. If you hold on one second, I've got to go and get my chat out so I can see what everybody's talking about and see your chat. So I'll pop this out. Pop out chat, and that way I get to see you in real time. All right, there we are. Hi, Keeks. Nice to see you. Sorry about that. I just had to get my chat out so I could uh, see what everybody's saying. I can see it on StreamYards, but it's just not the same. So today I thought I would be working on a little bit of stuff that everybody gets. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Anne. And everybody gets papers in your Amazon packaging, in your boxes and different things like that. A few years ago, I should say quite a few years ago, I used to do a lot of house painting and we would have the painter's paper. Well, I don't have that anymore, but I do have the Amazon, and Amazon supplies just quite regularly around here. So I was really quite happy with that. It's a great alternative. I did put a protective sheet down on my desk because it gets messy. It does get messy, and I've got a bigger brush out here so I can wet my paper. We're going to get right into this and just have some fun. I'm going to use my dirty water. I didn't go up and get anything. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. So I don't have a lot of collage stuff. So I thought it would be fun to just play around and work on creating some things that I can tear up and throw into my journals when I want. Now, um, I did a bit of shopping and I got myself some stamps. I haven't even used them yet. I haven't even opened them yet. But I'm going to make myself some ledger paper as well. Now, I know you can buy the journals and all that stuff, but I thought these stamps would be perfect to make my own ledger paper and have a variety. And I think it would look great on these background for this on the brown paper. Hi, Miss M. So here is another one I got. And it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe I found this. So I was like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Hi, Sophia. So, Sophia, are you available or are you just getting home from some work? That's right. Yes, I have been shopping. I was thinking of Chris. Chris was wanting to stream too. But yes, I've got some new goodies. Hey, View, running into the room. So I'm going to be using these, and I'm hoping my ink pads are juicy enough because I don't have refills, and these are like from 2016, 2015, so it's like this is what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. But I did get, and these I'll probably do after. I did spoil myself and I got some distressings. I've never had these before, so it's all going to be a new learning curve for me. So I got this little package deal, and I thought, well, better late than never, right? So I got these to play with as well, and I thought that would look good. Now, I do know these are not archival. These are water soluble. So you do have to be careful with using those because they will smear. Ask me how I know. The other thing I got is this, and I'm going to be stamping these out. And in my Facebook group, I'm going to be stamping these, and these will be kind of like little happy mails. So I'm going to make stickers out of these, and I think you'll love them. So I did that. The other thing I got, and I have been using, are these artist trading card backs. I know I could have went in and I could have printed them, but this works out really good because I was in an ATC swap, so I finished that, and I used a couple of these to do my backs, so I was really happy with that. All right, now first things first. I think I'll do some of these. Yeah, I'm not sure how they were on sale, so I thought, let's just give them a try. And there's something that I would say it would be a last thing you have to put on, is what I'm thinking. These are like in a paper, like really, really, really. I love them. Yes. So if anybody ever wants to do a swap, just my email's in my about. We can do an ATC swap. One-on-ones if you'd like. I'm going to use some of these on this paper because I want it to look crinkly. So I think I'm going to start with this one right here. And the other, you don't use them. You don't really do paper crafting anymore. Aw, Sophia. No, you got to continue your paper crafting. Let's see, we'll just throw that on the bed behind me. Now, one other thing that I got, I haven't done a lot of paper crafting lately. Before the past couple of years, I've been mostly stitching. This I got on Amazon for $12. It's probably cheaper in the States, but it's a stamp thing where you put your paper in there, you put your stamp over here, and then you put it right exactly where you want it. It's not an expensive one, but I'll tell you what, it was an alternative that I can use for making cards, my ATCs, and put the back right on the back, have it line up really nice. And it was cheap. It was cheap. But the one nice thing about it is being that it's nice and flat, it doesn't have Yeah, me too, but I wanted it basically for the little journals that I'm working in because it's not going to get a lot of water on them. So in a journal, it'll be good for in a journal. Hi, Pam. So this is a stamping um, thing. I don't know what it's called. A stamping pad. It's for stamping cards and stuff. But the reason I got it was because it was nice and big and flat, and I can use it for the small stuff on the inside, and I can use it for the big stuff on the outside. And I was so happy with that choice. It was well worth $12. So this is Stampology pad. Now this is the first time I'm using these, and I haven't really had like tons and tons of stamps. Most of my stamps I've carved myself. I don't know if I'm going to like that one on there, but what we're going to do is we're just going to take this, and it's nice because I have full pressure then, turning it upside down and just putting it down and pressing, which is awesome. So for 12 bucks, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So just press this down. Like I said, I'm making a background. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. And I'll press some more. Maybe I could even open this up and press on the inside part to get it down just a little bit more. Get the ink off because I can still see the ink. Look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect. I couldn't have spent a better $12. So I'm, like I said, I'm just doing different backgrounds. I'm playing, having fun, just using a couple of different things. Put this back in here. Oh, the other side. Now, what other color? Let's do the little one with a lot of those little dots. We'll try that one. Like I said, it's they're new, so I'm just having fun. Hey, Becky, how are you feeling? I was going to ask if you wanted to join, but I didn't know if you were feeling up to it. So now I can make cards like Becky. I can act well. Becky's a pro. She doesn't need one of these things to get her stamps where they need to go. Me, on the other hand, I'm not a professional card maker. Maybe next week. All right. Oh, this one came out nice. So yeah, just get your brown paper from your Amazon and have some fun. Hey, Jane. Nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody here today. So that's cool. So now the other thing is, if you really don't want to have the whole thing, now let's go into some of these because I haven't really used these much. So let's just see how this works. We'll try. This is my favorite way to stamp. I just slap it down. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. That is really nice. Now let's do the trick here. Let's see. How bad is it going to be? Oh, not bad at all. This paper just sucked it right in there. That's great. Let's try some more. It just sucked it right in. It didn't even move. We've got all kinds of colors. It's like candy in a cookie jar. Yes, it would. It would. Got all kinds of different things. Yeah, I want to get into making a couple more ATZs. I haven't done that in such a long time. Thank you. That's my poop water cup. That's my paint water. That tells me do not drink. That's my paint water. That's pretty much in all my pictures these days. How can I do that? Seriously, I got it on the wrong side. Now look at me. Oh my God, I put it on the wrong side. How silly. Leave it to me. Now I got all ink all over me because I put the ink on the wrong side of the stamp and then I put the wrong side of the stamp down. You know, it's real life. Real life. But I do love, I do love these colors though. I do love these colors. Yes, this is really nice. Really, really nice. So I wanted to make some background that I can tear up and stuff like that. So I did get, now that I stamped a little bit and I stamped with some decent ink there. Let's put this back so it doesn't get full of husky fluff, because I'll tell you what, these stamps, they love fur. They love fur. All right, I have, here comes the messy part, as if that wasn't messy. I have some, oops, I have some really, really old Dr. P.H. Martins, and they are drying up. So what I need to do is really get in there and I know you can add some water to these, but it's I just need to use them, so I'm not going to add water to them. I'm adding just random. And what's nice is none of this ink that I stamped down there is moving. You get lots of gold sparkles all over the place. Now these make really good book covers and journal covers. So that is another option when you are playing. You can use it for that. But I am looking for a variety of backgrounds so I can add them into my books. The other thing you can do is you can also stamp with this because it is acrylic ink, right? So you can always put this on your gel plate, use your roller, roll it onto your paint. Hey, Marty. How are you, Marty? So just randomness. Just do random and have fun playing with your inks. Now, I'm doing this, but I'm also going to, I should have my spray bottle. I don't have my spray bottle handy. I did see it somewhere, but I'm not sure where I put it right off. That's okay. I'm just going to go into the water and just spread some around. Now I'm putting extra water on here because what I'm going to do is, trying not to make a mess, is just fold it up. It gets really nice and wet, and smear it. And make some designs. I love the blues. So this is really nice. I still can see my stamps in the background. I can still see my inks, the different colors. They're still in there. And that is really nice. So this is a nice paper where you can just take and tear it up and use it in your collages. It doesn't have to be fancy, but I did want blue and gold, so I did kind of want to do that specifically. So there's one piece down. Now the other thing you can do, and I'm thinking that this is a tissue paper, tracing paper. I want to use, what did I do with it? Oh, up there. I want to use this on there. And I think that will be fun. So what's everybody been up to I was on Beth's last night. We streamed, Colleen, I, and Beth, and we did some painting, which was a lot of fun. I'll show you my paintings. This is what I did on Beth's last night. She showed us a picture of a cow. So before I went on, I drew them, and I put one on a book page. Hi, Michael's Adventures. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. So I drew one on a book page and one on watercolor, and then I was done. Then she says, "Oh, but you have to do another one. You can't leave yet." So she sent me a bunch more pictures, and I picked the llama to choose, and I did that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my watercolors again. Really, really enjoying my watercolors again. So I will be doing more of that as well. So that was fun to do. The other thing that I've been having a lot of fun doing is my new punches. Oh my gosh, I had 6 more minutes on my premiere is over. Aw. I've been using my stamp punch, and also I've been using a square and a circle. And to top it off, I found, which won't be here like forever, magnetic punches, and I am looking forward to seeing and using those. Now you see what I'm doing. I'm not even taking my stamps off of the plastic. I am leaving them right on there. I just don't want to get my sleeve all full of mess. I'm just leaving my stamps right onto the plastic. I'm not pulling them off. I'm not putting them onto the plate because I am going to be doing a whole sheet, and I'm going to be doing a couple of these, and I think that would be fun to do. So now I'm just going to lay this on top. Becky is an octopus. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're doing a lot. Okay. I've never done this part before, so we shall see how this works with pressing this down like this without it moving so much. Even if it does move, it doesn't matter. All right. Look, 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 look. Isn't that amazing? That's so fun. On tissue paper. I love that. Love that, love that. Tracing paper, I should say. It's tracing paper, and it just printed beautifully. So you can make your own tissue paper. Let's do another. Let's do another. That was fun. I'll have to get some stacks of those and put them on my Facebook group. I really like how that came out. Let's get some more. I got a package of this stuff, so let's do some more. I don't want it to move. I don't want to get my hand in ink either. Oh, yes, this is taking very, very well. You can actually see it coming through the whole sheet. All right. That worked out well. That's two. These are going to be fun to play with. I should have some. I wonder how it would work with printer paper. Let's try that since I got my printer right here. We'll steal some paper off it. Yeah, these I don't have any of this stuff, so I thought these stamps were perfect because for me it's easier than I can't buy from the States except from Amazon because you know all the added extra stuff. So I have to make my own. I have to make my own. You make do, right? You make do. Marty, you want a sheet? I haven't sealed up your envelope yet. I haven't sealed up your envelope yet. Yeah, try not to get down at that end piece because it, yes, please. Alrighty, I will throw one in for you. Because you're getting a square as well. Yeah, strip at the bottom. But you know what I was thinking, Becky, as you're saying that. Um, Look at this. Oh, isn't that nice? Now, just imagine if you have coffee stained or tea dye stained papers, how this will look so cool in a journal, and then you do your collaging and everything on it. Coffee dyed or tea dyed, ink dyed, whatever kind of dyed you want to do. Now, Becky was just saying about that bottom strip. I have some stickers, Becky. I have some stickers. Look. I have some stickers. This is great. I mean, anybody could do this. And these stamps were on Amazon. And now we have Em, I'm sorry you're not feeling good. So now I've got stickers that I can use. If you print on the page the other direction, you could easily fold it in half to make a journal page. Yes. Yes. Stamps. Who'd have thunk it, right? Who'd have thunk it? This is so much fun. I don't know if there's any stamp anywhere else, any more ink anywhere, but let's just give it a shot. Oh, it's not very good. So let's try this part. I already got, look at my fingers. Oh yeah, stickers. Like I just bought tons and tons and tons of sticker paper. So it's like, oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Now I know that those stickers, that this ink, if I'm not careful, will be it'll probably move and smear. So we'll go back to the good stuff. We'll go back to the good stuff. Move the stamps off to the side. Let's do stamps on this one. But I really do like being able to do whole sheets of papers and with the tissue. Yeah, it's really great. Yes, you can. That's what I was thinking too. Do a whole thing of sticker paper on top of it. And I got the washi sticker paper too as well. I have to let this dry. So it's a great option of using your sticker paper if you don't want to be printing out. If you run out of printer ink, you can always just grab your stamps and put some stickers there and just have fun with it. So now we got stickers. We've got paper, but I want to do some more washi. But I want to use the washi. I use the washi on the backgrounds. Let's just swap this out for a second and pull off this. Put that over on top of that one. Let's readjust this guy because I just threw him back in here. Let's get some more tissue paper. And we'll do the same thing. Thank you, Becky. Yes, I'm working on it. It's slow but sure process. I would like to hit 1,000 subs. That would be great. And when I do, I'm giving away a leather field notes cover. So share me out and let's get this thing moving. I have made a cover out of real leather. Actually, I do a lot, and I'll be doing some more of that. Today, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I just figured the stamping would be fun because I didn't get to use them yet, except for the ATCs. And it's like, oh man. But I would like to hit 1,000 subs. I'd be happy with that. Okay. Don't move, paper. Well, these are backgrounds, so it really doesn't matter that much, but you can actually see when the ink gets to the paper. I have a pile of envelopes that I need to take to the post office. I have to put addresses on some for Beth's group that did a 4x4 square. Oh, Becky, definitely not. Today is resting day. Hi, Yolande. Aw, thanks. I was so excited. I know. If I'd have known, my kids are just on their way back from um, White Court. I could have had them stop by, but I think they're already past your place now because I think they're like 3 hours away from home. They could have stopped in, but you know what? Maybe we can make it another time if you don't want to mail. We could always get together and have lunch. Look at this. This is freaking amazing. I love it. I love it. That looks so cool. And being that it's on a tissue paper, it should disappear. So let's do another one. Let's do another one. I know, Yolande, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about, and it was end papers. I was wondering if you had any end papers you wanted to sell for in my journals, because I don't want to make end papers, and I really like the look of end papers. This is so much fun. I should do a giveaway. We can do a giveaway. End papers for in journals. You know how you did your oh crap. When you put the paint in the water and then you made your designs in the and you put the paper on top of it, on top of your water. That's an end paper. And this one is I'm putting on is just regular copy paper. The marbling papers, yes. Yes. For 8x5, 8x5, I think is going to be the max that I think I'm going to make. I don't think I'm going to do 9x12s because I think that's just too much for me for a book. For leather, I think 8.5x5, the A5 size, or B6 A5. This ink isn't really very dark, is it? I wonder if my other one would be darker. Yes, the front side and the back blocks of pages. That's the end. That's end papers. Sorry. Let's see if this one has any ink in it, and if it's any darker. We'll see how this one goes. My fear is using the other inks and them not being waterproof. I should have got the archival inks. I knew I should have got the archival inks. Well, you know, I just got them yesterday, so Amazon, they can go back and I can swap them out for archival inks because I think the archival inks is what I wanted and not really the distress inks. Let's do another one. Let's see how this one goes. Oops. That one went on a little crooked. I don't see any ink happening. I don't see much ink happening. Looks like I'm going to have to get some ink. That one is totally dead. Hi, Beth. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're out and about, having some fun with Mr. Joe. I'm going to play this one and try this one with this. I don't think I'm going to like having these distress inks because I don't want an ink that moves. So I'm probably going to have to go back, send these back, and get the archival inks. Yep. I love these stamps. I'm quite happy with these stamps. All right, made a mess. Let's reuse this paper. Probably, Becky, probably could spray them. I just didn't want to have that extra step of spray. Anything spray my kids have to do because I can't handle the smells. So anything that needs to be sprayed or has a strong odor, I can't do. So they usually do everything. All right, this is gonna look pretty. I know it's gonna look pretty. It's the blue. That looks nice. All right, let's go back to the black. I'm sad it's not dark enough, but that's all right. It's making do. We're making do. I'm going to have to get some archival. Like I said, my stamps are like from 2016, 2017. So that's, they're getting old. They're barely working, but they're getting old. Like me, barely working and they're getting old. Let's do another one. All right. Did I get it all on this time? I did. This is the fun way of stamping. I don't have to take the stamps off of the plastic. They just stay on there. Yeah, Sophia, the minis. That's what I'm thinking. I will probably get the minis. I had the minis before, but they're drying out. Yeah. All right. There we are. I love this idea. Oh yeah. So let's just set these guys off to the side. I got a pile on my bed going on. Let's get some of these out. What a mess. Look at me. I'm all inked. Yeah, they're great collage papers. I didn't have any, so I needed to be creative. I needed to be creative. Let's pull these out. We're going to do the same thing with these. Look at these. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That's like playing. Playing. I can't wait to see what these look like. Now, these again have not been used. They just got them. I'm really happy with the papers so far. As much as I would love to get from PM Artist Studios and stuff, it's just I can't do the extra added expense on the, because that extra $20 or so, whatever it is, I can get something extra. So, but if you're in the States, definitely do get from PM Artist Studio. Right. Let's see. Ah, this is going to be nice. This is really nice. All right. Look at those books. Ah. They are amazing. Yes, Devin has, she's a designer for PM Artist Studio, so she has some wonderful things. Let's make another one. Let's make another one. That was the first stamp of those, and it, the second stamp will probably be a lot better. That's primed up and ready to go. All right, let's try that again. Just trying to not move the paper so I don't get a double print as I'm pressing down on the stamp. You may get a little bit of an outline, but it's still not bad. It's not bad at all. And it's the amount of pressure. It's the same as when you are putting your ink stamp down onto something. You have to hold it there long enough for the ink to transfer to your paper. And it's the same with the pressure if you're doing it in reverse. You still need to have that amount of time that your paper is on the ink for it to transfer. So there we go. And they can be colored or painted or whatever else you want to do. I love those stamps. Definitely, definitely love those stamps. They're very much worth the amount that I paid for them. Let's pull. Well, that's got to go the other way. Did I pull the wrong side off? I did. This needs to go this way. And this is the ATCs. I'll do a couple of these, and then I'll have a giveaway. We'll give away some papers. I can fold them up and put them in an envelope. These are the ATCs that I got. So we'll have ATC, we'll have books, we'll have backgrounds, we'll have ledger paper. So that'll make a nice little giveaway thing. I am really, really, really liking how these are coming out. Like these are great stamps. Like I am really impressed with the quality. Now let's see if we can get them all on here. All right. We'll do these on some white sheets as well. Because this is just for fun. Get these stamps primed. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope the weather has changed a lot for everybody for the better. It was a warm day today. Today it's 55 here. Most of our snow is melting. We still have some ice on the back roads. But other than that, we have had a beautiful, beautiful week. That looks great. Okay, let's do another one of those. And then I'll do in the white for those because it's 32 there. We'll do a couple of these and we'll do a giveaway. And then I'll show you what I've been playing with. I wasn't expecting to do a lot of these, but I'm having fun doing them. Jane, 80s. Holy. I don't have an eraser handy. I am not going back to Ontario. Thank you very much. Yes, it's the weather has been really, really great. We'll just do this. Aren't they great, Beth? It's called, my brother's in Indiana. My brother's in Indiana. Hey, Belinda. Look at this. Oh, they came out so great. All right, let's do two of those in white paper so they can actually be used for your ATCs. 75 in Arizona. Oh, lucky bum. Lucky, lucky. Yes, my camera is crooked, so and I'm not going to move it because I have it on a tripod sticking out over, and every time I touch it, it wants to fall over. So I'm trying to find a new setup for my camera because it's a pain in the butt to move it around because I want to be able to move it because I have another table where I will be working on different things and I want to be able to just pick it up and move it. And I'm just having issues with it. Oh, and bump it and bump it. There. On Amazon. I got them on Amazon. I can post them after they are Globland silicone clear stamps. And they were on Amazon. But they're perfect. I am going to have to I'll do these this way. And get another piece of paper. And do them down this way. Okay, Devin. So yes, these stamps are very much worth it. I really am impressed. Like I've had other stamps that I have gotten that, you know, they printed okay, but they weren't perfect. But I'm very impressed with these stamps. And I like being able to leave them on here or the option of putting them in my stamp jig thing. Hi, Charlene. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody today. I hope you're all having a great day. We're going to work on these. That came out nice. Look at that. Let me do another one of these and then I'll do the giveaway so we can have a double set. We'll have a double giveaway. Because I have to go to the post office this week, so I might as well do this, and then I can get them out all at the same time, as long as I get your address with enough time. Let's put that there. Now I need another paper from my printer. Try not to hit my camera. Put this on the other side. And press it down. My hands are so full of ink. These are going to be really nice for the backs. I did do some on my ATCs and they came out really good, and I antiqued the edge of them and did a little bit of filling in and all right. I just want to make sure that these have enough pressure. Pull this one up. Well, that one didn't get a total circle. But... All right. They came out great. All right. Now that we have those, I'm going to put this off to the side. Let's just work this out here. So we've got 1, 2, and 2. Oops. All right. And we'll put these. All right. I think that makes a nice little giveaway that I can put into an envelope. It's not super heavy or anything. So if we want to have a giveaway, I will put in go. The first person or first 2 people who are closest to the number without going over will win. So let me type in, get this over here, type in go. And 1 to 100. You can tell my camera does not like the white papers. We have 20 people in here. It's for everybody. So please put your number in 1 to 100. And I think I might have envelopes that I might not even have to fold these. So that would be great. I'm just getting rid of the stripes. You see what happens every time I put that down there. And mate is probably the wrong answer. Oh. Let's put the cap on my... All right, is it everybody's all in? Everybody's welcome to play international as well. All right, let's put in the stop. And I am going to ask Alexa, I can't even say it. Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I know. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 100.
Here's a number between 1 and 100. It's 16.
16. So 8 is a good answer. And 6 is a good answer. So we have Miss M and we have Ellen Bally, which I have just sealed your envelope. So I'll reopen the envelope and put your other item in there. Let me just write these down so I know who gets what. So Ellen, I know I have your address. And the other person is Miss M. Miss M, I will need your address. I do not give your address out to anybody. Oh, well, that's awesome, Miss M. There's my email. And you can send me your address and I will send this out. So that was a lot of fun to do. I'll put this over on my stack of to be mailed. I'm going to walk into that post office and they're going to say, "Holy moly, girl, what are you doing?" All right, that sounds wonderful. And this, look at how nice this is. This dried up really, really great. And you know, another thing you can do with these is when you do this and then you seal them up after, it just looks so nice when you put that on your pages. Now, one of the things that I have been doing is I've been working in my moleskin book, and lately, other than collecting the Amazon pages and stuff, I've been picking this up, but I've been working with my scrap a day for a year. And I've been using my punches and punching out of all of my scraps and mail and junk mail and all of your painting papers, and I've been putting it in my book. So I've been having so much fun with it that I'm using the stamps so much that I already did February and March, because I've been just punching away, and I've been punching and saving. And then some of these are for my my commonplace book that I'm working on. I've been doing that as well. So I've been punching out all kinds of things. I've even been punching out some of the stickers and being able to just stick them in like a regular stamp. So if you painted on some of your sticker paper, which is really great, and if you didn't know, you can watercolor on your sticker paper really well, and it works just fine. And you can cut them out and put them. I know. I know. What do I put in a commonplace book? Well, that's up to the individual. And what I like, I have a symbols book that I'm working on, and I am going to. I don't even know what I did with it right at the moment. I have so many things all over the place. It's really crazy. But I'm putting symbols in one, but you could take and make it into quotes or things that just make you happy, and you catalog it and index it. And once you put the quote in, then you take and you write yourself your own thoughts about that quote off to the side, and put your thoughts into it of what that quote actually means to you or something of that nature. But I started doing one, and it's with the Marriottier. She's doing a commonplace thing on her membership, and I'm doing that one. But I a while ago I started another one, and I just didn't have to get up and go. So, oh, thank you, Em. So it's whatever you really want to put into it. It can be thoughts a day, it could be something that somebody said that you want to remember. It's almost like Dee Dee's Wingnut book. That can be considered a commonplace book because it's all sayings, it's a common ground of things. This could be a commonplace book if I would, excuse me, add a little bit more of detail into it, because this is all basically stickers and gluing and stuff like that. This is when I had no mojo. And this is what I did. I just took the stickers and I just started putting them in the book because it's what made me feel better at the moment without doing a lot of art, but doing art. So that this went from just stickers to turning into the Amazon thing. And then December was like, oh my gosh, here's November. This is where November ended. And then December started. And when we got to December, we said, let's see how many Amazon stickers actually come into the house. And this was everything that I could catch between me, my son, and my daughter-in-law. So December was like, let's see how many stickers and things and all came in. And it was like almost 4 pages of Amazon packages coming to the door. And then I did the scabby hunt. And this is my scabby. My scabby is not as fancy as everybody else's is. It's just what I could do and how I did it. I had multiple things on a page. My swatches, stickers, cartoon characters, a song lyric, magazine face, stencil, gradation, like my black and white page, my pink page, my blue page. And then on here, there was ruler, squares, spring, bird, pin, button, googly eyes, a snark, butt of a joke, and this little butt sticker. The advice page, golden ticket for Willy Wonka, most wanted, mosaic. There's the lace. There's my faux stitching, a tag. And then as I was doing, I would put my numbers on the page of what was on that page. Circles and grateful page. My ransom note says send art. And then we're back to randomness. And then with punching out all of the stamps, I went and I just started putting the leftover bits in my book. So it turned out to be a What Not Glue book along with stickers. And then when I saw this, I was on a hunt for a punch for quite a long time. And then I finally found some that came up on sale. And it was like, that was the opportune time for me to get my punches, because otherwise they were outrageous before Christmas. Everybody must have been looking for them. And I couldn't get one that wouldn't take 3 months and cost me $60. So I finally found some that were a reasonable price and in the size that I wanted. So that's what I was doing. I was having a lot of fun just punching and pasting and just relaxing. I was sitting upstairs and it's like, okay, let's go to the mailbox to see what junk mail came, because I was ready to stamp some more. So I was cutting out, and that's where I ended. I didn't do any more, but that's what I've been tinkering with. And I do have everybody's things, and I will have Marty. I'll throw a couple pages in yours as well to go along with your square. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I see I have 20 people in here, unless you want to see something else. I really haven't planned to do a whole lot, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I'm going to say thank you and goodbye. And I will see you again on Friday morning. So thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your evening, because I know it's later over there than it is here. It's only 2 o'clock. But I have some things to do that I want to get done before the kids get home. And that's what I'm going to do. So from my quiet corner to yours, happy arting. Bye all.